G'day legends, welcome back to another Friday Arv install. Now this week, as you know, we're back on the jelly roll. Now, showing you how to install our fire extinguisher bracket for the Jimny. Now if you didn't know, a few weeks ago now, probably about a month ago now, we went to Fraser, we had a good time, we had the jelly roll shakedown, we had a couple of little issues, and the car nearly caught on fire and burnt to the ground. Well, it basically caught on fire, it nearly burnt to the ground, we had no fire extinguishers. So now we've decided everything gets a fire extinguisher. Number one thing for this, why are you laughing? Number one thing for this install today is a beer. Because when all else fails and it goes to alcohol will save the world, especially a Pirate Life Southern Coast Pale Ale. Oh. So when everything goes to just remember, pirate beer will save the day. It gives me a thought. I think I'm going to get my own beer brewed. I reckon that'll be alright, eh? Let us know in the comments, should we get our own beer brewed? Now, another thing to plug. Oh, new merch, baby. Have a look at this. Oh, look at the new merch. How good is it? That's where you that's what you're gonna insert there, Al. Yeah, big crowd noise in the background, you know. So, we'll get into this install. Very, very easy. You're gonna need, I don't even know, I didn't check, so give me a sec. So what you'll need today is, what you're gonna get is, you're gonna get the bracket. You're gonna get 2 bolts, 2 nuts. You're also going to need a T50 Tex Hex Star bloody bit, an 8mm spanner, and a 4mm Allen key. So these are all the important things we need. So first thing we do, and of course you're going to need a fire extinguisher before you put the bracket in. So the fire extinguisher we're using is, these are readily brought out of BCF, Super Cheap, Repco, all them sorts of places. It's a firebox, 1.1 kilo, sorry, or 1 kilo. Now I believe I seen the other day, Al, in a reel we did last week, I said a 2.1 kilo when it's actually a 1.2. So anyway, it's a 1 kilo fire extinguisher. I think they're about 45 bucks out of Repco or whatever. So well worth their weight in gold. Now do your research on fire training, because I can't give you any fire safety training legally, but a few tips that I'll give you that I've done in the past. This tag here, if you get a center punch or a mark, put a mark on here. So for us it's 2023 and we're in October. So I'll put a mark there now, October 23, right? Then next year, when you check this, it's 12 months from when you mark that. So then next year in October, I'll mark it again. So what you do is, one thing you need to do, first of all, check the pressure every 12 months. But you should do this regularly. Whenever you clean your car, just do this. Check the pressure, make sure she's in the green, pretty self-explanatory. Check and make sure the pin and everything's still intact and not falling out, because you don't want it to go off. And then unclip it, pull it out, and just turn it upside down a few times. Turn it upside down and wait. Turn it up, and do it a bit of a shake, you know. Bump, bump. And even just leave it upside down for a second for everything to sort of come back to the top, spin it back around, and then you can go and sit it back in. Because what happens is, it's all full of dry powder and it just settles after a while in the one spot. So when you grab this, you want to be able to use it. So every time you clean your car, just pull it out, give it a rip around. Happy days. A little bit of pirate fire safety training. Not training, because that'll get me sued. No. If so, it doesn't work with something.
Good practice.
Good practice. Just good practice to do, right? So, next step here is we're going to bolt this to this. So you want to have a look at the bracket and go, which way is my bracket sitting? So it's going to go this way in the seat. You're going to go to your car, sit it in there. This is going to be center console. This is going to be outside of the door. This is the front edge. So we now need to go, that's where it's sitting. You want the handle to be over this way to the center console. And you want to do it up. You want to put, for this particular fire extinguisher, these two here. So you want to drop that in. Can't even find the hole. Where are these flies coming from? You can tell it's warming up here, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Flies are coming out of the woodworks. Put this one in here. Put that one in there. And then we just want to do these up nice and tight. Tight like a toiga. Turns out it's not a 4mm Allen key, guys. It's something a little bit less. Let me be right back. Wait, let's have a commercial break. Have a commercial break. This commercial break is brought to you by Pirate Camco. Now replay that about 5 times. This commercial break is brought to you by Pirate Camco. This commercial break is brought to you by Pirate Camco. This commercial break is brought to you by Pirate Camco. This commercial break is brought to you by Pirate Camco. This commercial break is brought to you by Pirate Camco. Yeah, we're on the money now. We're on the money. So, tighten him up. Nope, I stripped that, my bad. Tighten him up. Now, we're going to go into the car with our T50 now. And the fire extinguisher, get that bad boy out. Grab the beer. Now, it's 32 degrees today, 33, so we need to have beer for hydration. Down here, you'll see we got some bolts. As you can see, it needs a very good clean. It hasn't had a scrub since Fraser because it's been broken. Cut the bolts. You want to loosen these off. Goddamn, wrong goddamn. Ah. My tool selections are actually terrible. Right, we're on. So you actually need a T40. T40, guys. Righto. So I've already loosened these, but you want to loosen these off. Not all. Don't take them all the way out. Just loosen them off. Then flip that over. It goes under the seat rail, and you just lift the seat, slide them in like that. Absolutely marvelous. When we get in there, and we just bloody tighten this back up. Jelly Roll's got feelings too, right? It's got a bit of go. It's only got 100 horsepower, 83 at the wheel. But just imagine when this thing gets next year's makeover that nobody knows about yet. Imagine how fast it's going to be then. Imagine how much shit it's going to break then. Been struggling with the old back problem today. The old pelvis. So make sure you give these a good bloody pull back up, because these are your safety bolts in an accident. Oh, yep, beautiful. Now the next step here is simply, ta-da! Boink! There you go, you have it, legends. Look at that, fire extinguisher, boom! She's in. Now that's a wrap on this one. What do you reckon, Al? That's a wrap?
Looks like a wrap.
Looks like a wrap to me. Righto, legends, that's a wrap on this one. If you like this content, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and it helps amazingly, of course. And of course, if you want some merch, don't forget Jelly Roll merch. You get yourself some Jelly Roll merch. All the links will be in the comments below, in the description below. If you like the product, description below, you'll find it in there. Thanks for the support, legends. See you next week. You.